Hello everybody and welcome back to another case study video, and we have the return of a hero today. We have Loretta. She's back with us to give us an update on her story. I thought it'd be really cool to bring somebody back, and we did a case study from quite a while ago. So Loretta, all the way from Canada, welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, we're very used to you now because obviously since we last did our conversation, you've become a really important part of our coaching team as well, which has been fantastic. And so for anybody who doesn't know you yet, and even people that do know you, I think it'd be really cool to get a refresher of like how you got involved in this thing, where you heard about it, and then like bring us right up to date. I think people would love to hear your story.
Okay, sounds good. So, yeah, I found Marketplace Superheroes just online, kind of searching for, an opportunity to do some business, I guess, online. I was just looking around and kind of came across you guys, listened to a webinar, was very fascinating. I had definitely been looking into Amazon previous to that. Like I said, saw your webinar. I was just like, selling globally sounded really great to me. So I kind of jumped into the core program, got going in that. In the meantime, I also had a cafe that I had in Banff, Alberta, and there was some things with that, I guess the reason why I wanted to find something to do online was, to have a bit of an exit strategy. Getting into the cafe, it was a franchise. Down the road, I knew that probably wasn't what I wanted to do kind of long term. So I was definitely looking for a bit of a side hustle to do, and it's actually turned into a pretty full-time income. So it's been good. Yeah, last year we actually didn't re-sign our franchise agreement with the company that we were with here in Canada. And kind of went full steam with Amazon. Yeah. So, over the course of the last 4 years, we've been investing in products. We've been up to about 20 SKUs, here and there. We're definitely refocusing on some products this year and reinvesting. We just ordered a new product last month. It's on the ship. So just continuing to kind of build our business. Definitely when I started, I got into the core program. I did take coaching with you guys, with Robert. That I would say really kind of propelled my business forward in that first year. Was able to kind of launch in 11 products. Went to the boot camp in Ireland, which was amazing. Learned so much there. Met you guys obviously in person,
that's right.
Which was great. And came back from that boot camp. I hadn't launched into the UK and into the EU market. So, came back from that really inspired, had, 5 or 6 products that I got validated. The boot camp, came back, launched a bunch of products into the UK and in the EU, and just kind of kept building from there. And, now that I'm like, I have a lot of time when I let go of my cafe last year. I've been really focusing on Amazon and growing the business. So we did also invest in Invasion when we were at boot camp. So we've been using that strategy as well to actually import products from the US into Canada, because we live here.
Same idea.
Yeah. So we have over 1,000 SKUs on Canada.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Holy crap.
Yeah. So that Canada is kicking some butt.
It is, with 1,000 SKUs it want to be. Holy God, that's amazing. Well done.
Yeah, so it's been a variety of this Invasion, which we obviously learned from you guys.
Sure.
Your Invasion, obviously taking products from, maybe US.
In Europe, but it's just from one market to another. That's all it is.
Yeah, right. So I said to my husband, we could do this, bring products into Canada, because obviously Canada was a newer opportunity, right? When I looked at it, even with my private label products, do very well in Canada just because there is less competition. And so I do bring my products into Canada as well, all my private label products. And was Tiziana at your boot camp? That lady? I don't know if she was.
She wasn't. I don't think she was at the moment with you. I'm not sure if she was, but she's in Canada as well, actually, and she's the same kind of situation as
Yeah.
not the same situation, but yeah, she does really well in Canada as well. I just know for a lot of our members, Canada is tricky to ship into.
Yeah.
Canadians make it a little bit tricky, but
Yeah.
again, I do hear rumors in the superhero freight world that they're looking at Canada. So, so, and I think you've heard the same rumors.
I've heard this as well, and that's very exciting.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
so,
I mean, the more countries you can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, this is great. So, like, you're 4 years doing this now. This is now your full-time gig. I also mentioned you became a part of our coaching team as well. How long are you with us now? It's not that long, but it's
since it was kind of in August. The opportunity. Yeah, so it's
nearly a year already, though. Right?
Almost. Yeah, time flies. It was great. I mean, I saw there was a posting in Marketplace. And I said to my husband, I'm like, maybe I should do this. So I applied, and I had an interview with Lisa, your sister, obviously, and. Yep. And I came on, and I mean, it's been awesome.
Well, people love you. You're a very, very popular coach. I've heard so many great things. So, and I think that's a really cool thing, though, that you've been able to come full circle from having been coached to then being able to coach other people. And so, like, what would you say, like, on the coaching front? What would you say are some of the things you see, or like mistakes people make early on, maybe you forgot about, you might have made them yourself and you started? What are some of the stuff that's kind of common that you see for anybody watching today that they could not do?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I think, it's exciting when you're kind of getting into selling on Amazon and selling products. And I think a lot of people get drawn into it, and these, selling the shiny objects and selling, the water bottles and the, things like this, right? Like,
oh God,
you guys in the program really does teach, to find more of those weird, boring niche products. So I think even when people come into the core program, they don't even quite understand that. I think when you get into where you're getting coached and you definitely start looking at products, that's probably the biggest hurdle that a lot of the clients face, is just really understanding how to dig into the Amazon catalog and just find, those kind of under the radar products, not the ones where you are super competitive, and just bringing in more offers, right? Not getting stuck on, one product. Our philosophy is really to kind of keep building your portfolio of products, bringing in more products, getting into more countries. And I think, some people just get stuck on, okay, I'm just going to sell in the US, or I'm just going to focus on, a couple products, and they still don't understand that you get into these competitive markets, perhaps. Yes. And then they get a little discouraged because their product's not selling and they have to spend a lot of money on PPC. So I think that's the biggest thing when you get into the coaching program is you do learn, the coaches, we do give a lot of advice on looking at products with them, validating markets. Obviously, me and, us, some of the other coaches, we have made mistakes. So we share that with, our clients, and just making sure they're on the right path. And, a lot of the clients that I've had, they're ordering products now. They're finding some great products to invest in and having some really good success. So
yeah, that's great.
Are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, what I'd love you to do is give me a follow. All you got to do right now is maybe take out your phone if you're on your computer. If you're watching this on your phone, maybe just check this out later. Go to Instagram, sign in, and then go up and type in Stephen J. Summers. You should see this on the screen right now. Stephen J. Summers, that's my handle. I want you to give me a follow, and then what I want you to do is send me a message on Instagram. DM me. Let me know how you're getting on. If you've got any questions, I'd love to respond to you. So jump over there right now, give me a follow, and I'll chat to you in there.
I love that. And again, that's what it's all about. I mean, I totally, I'm doing this a while now, and I see it. Yeah. I see it all the time. Like, people just getting involved in things that are too competitive because oddly they feel like, that's less risky than getting involved in something that's the right type of product. And I think it's, unfortunately, people learn the hard way on that one. And I feel like that's a great point you've made to have the faith and confidence. And I think when you're on your own, that can be hard. Whereas, having a coach there, someone to look at it with you and kind of put the hand on the shoulder and say, look, it's okay. I've done this before. That's a good product. I feel like that's a big benefit. So that's great. What would you say to anybody who's like having trouble pulling the trigger on a product now or products now? be it people who are already just new to the program or whatever, even people who are in the program want to grow their business. For someone who's expanded their business a lot, what's your kind of outlook on that kind of thing now of like investing and putting money down? How do you view that now? Has it changed from when you started?
Yeah, I mean, it's always scary to invest in that first product. Obviously investing, in shipping, there's a bit of an investment there, and it is always, I remember when I did my first product, right? You're putting out a bit of money, you're sending money to China, and you're like, is this going to get there? But there's a proven process that, we walk our clients through and definitely, step by step. I would say you just have to pull the trigger on that first product and learn the process, right? And 100%. Yes, it's a little bit scary. There's some fear there, but from that first product, you are going to just learn so much, right? And then it's just a matter of you've done that product, you've gone through the process, you've learned it. Even if it's, you're going to make some mistakes, the next product is just going to get better. The third product is going to get even better, right? The more you just keep investing, you can't, and maybe your first product isn't going to sell as well as you thought it was going to be. I mean, our strategy is, get products in that sell 3 to 5 a day in each market, right? And then you keep building on that, bring in another product and then another product. And then you don't get so focused on, maybe this one product's not selling as well, or you have a portfolio of products and it really, so yeah, I would say that's kind of my,
because
biggest advice is just keep investing. Yeah.
With your own business, did you find as well, like that, there was that kind of relatively, and some products relatively slower growth, some products faster than others, but ultimately, like, it very much was, it's going. All of a sudden you did get that kind of fast acceleration at a point when you stuck in, or what did that look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, some products take off faster than others. Some take time to bed in. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've had products that I've launched into the UK that do better than they do in the US, or they take off right away without. So and that's, another thing is just some people are hesitant to bring their products into, say, UK and Europe, because that is another whole side of the business that can be a little daunting, but you guys make it very easy to set up your business over there and the logistics of the freight, getting our products over there. Yeah, I mean, products do take time to settle into Amazon, but the more you get products into the market, into the different countries, get them in front of more people, your products, you can flip your money faster. But yeah, I mean, every product that I do, I think, just gets better and better. The listings get better. I'm able to find more boring, weird products that do just kind of take off a little bit better now because of that experience, right? Of just continuing to launch more and more products. So
it's great. Yeah. So if someone had said to you, you'd be where you are now 4 years ago, what would you have said to them?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like when I tell my friends what I do, they're like, what? Like you sell and you import products from China. And, I mean, I loved having the cafe and I loved, being with people. And I mean, this job is great in terms of that. I've met amazing clients from kind of all over the world as well. Yeah. And I get to work at home, which has been great. I mean, through this whole pandemic as well, just being at home and doing these Zoom calls with clients has been amazing. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy where it's at right now. I mean, I'm very thankful for the opportunity that I found Marketplace Superheroes, and then to be able to kind of work with you guys now, it's been great. And
but you did it all. I mean, it's all thanks to you that you're here today. So, I mean, it's a huge credit to you. So, look, kind of just to wrap up today, because it's really been a massive. I mean, some of the revelations have been huge today, especially like the stuff you're doing in Canada and all is amazing. So, for anybody then, like just a little bit of word of advice for anybody who's thinking about getting into this particular business. Just if you could kind of sit them down and just give them one thing, tell them one thing, what would it be?
One thing if they were to start this business?
Just like they're sitting there and they're saying, Loretta, like, I mean, I love a little bit of motivation, a bit of confidence. Just, could you tell me one thing to help me get rocking here?
Yeah. I would
never make it easy.
What's that?
I never make these questions easy.
I know. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, boil it down to one thing. So hard.
nothing.
You can give me 3 things if you want. It's fine.
No. I think, you just have to get started. And I think, if people are hesitant about it and they're scared about it, invest in coaching. I mean, the best thing that I did for this business that really propelled me forward was investing. Yes, it's some money to invest in coaching, but having a mentor, in anything that you do in life, right? Having a mentor, somebody who's been through it, holding your hand through the whole process, perhaps preventing you from making mistakes. I mean, there's when I look back on it, I mean, I'm very thankful that I did do that, because I know, prior to, Marketplace Superheroes, I don't think I would have been able to do this business. When I had been researching on Amazon about it, it seemed very, very scary.
Yes.
Right? How do you sell product? How do you import? Like, it's very overwhelming, but
no, that's great. I think it's the best advice, actually, is just get in there and do it, because as I always say to people, like, you have 2 options. You can either do it or not do it. And if you don't do it, then you're just going to keep watching videos like this, watching someone like you, and thinking like, well, I'd love to be like Loretta or whatever. And but then if you don't actually get started, you can never get there. So you're right. Like, just starting is a great point. I'm a big believer in mentorship and coaching as well. Robert gave me my start, and I would not be here without his help. And, and that's just the way it is. So like, I think it's huge. And in anything I do in life, I'm like you as well. I'm always out looking for someone who can help me, who's got the experience that I can pay some money towards. But at the end of the day, like, when you're paying money, like I get excited about paying for coaching now, genuinely, because it's like, I'm buying time. I'm buying years of mistakes, and I just get it for a fraction of the cost, like, Yeah, it's huge.
Sure, I totally agree.
Well, look, Loretta, I have to say I'm so proud of your progress, and also so thankful for you to be on our team. I just know people are really happy that they get to work with you all the time. So anybody watching today, please down below just say thanks to Loretta for her time. She doesn't have to do these videos. It's time out of her day. So thank you so much for coming on and inspiring everybody. It's great.
No problem at all. For you, Stephen, anytime.
Thank you. Thanks so much.